Bilang ASEAN Chair, mahalaga ang pagdalo ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. sa ASEAN-Russia Commemorative Summit sa Kazan, Russia. Naasahan din ang bilateral meeting sa pagitan ni Russian President Vladimir Putin at Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Yan ang ulat ni Gav Villegas.
Nakatakdang bumiyahe si Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. bilang chair ng ASEAN patungong Kazan, Russia para dumalo sa ASEAN-Russia Commemorative Summit mula June 17 hanggang 18. Bahagi ito ng paggunita sa ika-35 taon ng diplomatic relations sa pagitan ng ASEAN at Russia. Ito rin ang unang beses na tutungong ang Pangulo sa Russia kung saan ngayong taon ay pinagdiriwang rin ang ika-50 taon ng diplomatic relations sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Russia. Bahagi ng delegasyon ng Pangulo si Foreign Affairs Secretary Maria Teresa Lazaro at ilang opisyal mula sa Department of Trade and Industry. Inaasahan na tatalakayin ng ASEAN leaders kasama ni Russian President Vladimir Putin ang pagpapalakas ng kooperasyon sa ilang mga aspeto, partikular ang biosafety at biosecurity, outer space at satellite applications, energy at food security, science and technology, trade and investment, turismo, edukasyon at people-to-people exchanges. Inaasahan naman na pagtitibayin ng ASEAN-Russia Comprehensive Plan 2026 to 2030 na magsisilbing principal roadmap para maisulong ang kooperasyon pagdating sa political security at socio-cultural interest ng partnership.
We're looking at pursuing the interests across all the three pillars, so political security, economic, and social cultural. So these are areas of cooperation where the Philippines actually benefits, as well as the region. So also taking into consideration that Russia has long been for years a dialogue partner of ASEAN. So with that role, the Philippines as chair, it is our role to be able to pursue these external relations with our dialogue partners.
Nakatakdang magkaroon ng bilateral meeting sa pagitan ni Pangulong Marcos at Russian President Vladimir Putin. Nakasentro ang pagpupulong ng dalawang lider sa anibersaryo ng pagkakatatag ng diplomatic relations ng Pilipinas at Russia. Magbibigay rin ito ng pagkakataon para palakasin pa ang kooperasyon ng dalawang bansa, lalo na pagdating sa energy at food security. Ayon sa DFA, mahalagang dialogue partner ng ASEAN ang Russia at tanggap rin ng ibang mga bansa ang pagsusulong ng Pilipinas ng mga bagong trade at investment ties nito sa kabila ng posibleng kritisismo mula sa European Union, US at Singapore.
Let us look at it in a different perspective. Guided by ASEAN centrality, we will continue to pursue our relations with each dialogue partner, including Russia, and also taking into consideration the broader perspective of looking at it in such a way that each country would have, of course, their own national interest, and so it is their prerogative to for them to decide on whether they would like to pursue something with Russia or not pursue with Russia. And so, again, going back to ASEAN-Russia relations, there is a collective support.
Sa pinakauling datos ng DFA, aabot sa 15,000 mga Pilipino ang nagtatrabaho at naninirahan sa Russia na karamihan ay mga guro at mga engineer. Noong 2024, aabot naman sa 30,000 Russian nationals ang bumisita sa bansa na may tuturing na pinakamataas na naitala ng pamahalaan. Sinabi rin ni Imperial na mahalaga rin sa bawat Pilipino ang ating pakikipagtulungan sa Russia.
I think ordinary Filipinos, yung ating mga kababayan should be able to understand that these engagements with Russia, it's very helpful for us, not only the region but the Philippines, because this is where we are able to get capacity building or training, which is very important for our law enforcement agencies to uphold the law.
Gab Villegas para sa Bayan.